I'm just calling to say I
am so troubled by this soul of mine. I've said those words so many times. I need you in this life. I need you in this life. I am so troubled by this soul of mine. I've said those words so many times. I need you in this life. I need you in this life.
I'm in the middle of the yard. Yeah. I didn't get picked again. I tell myself it's not my fault.
Afternoon. I'm just putting together a rhubarb forcer. So this is maybe two sections. That's the join there. The main reason for this video is really to introduce you to our subscription service, which we're starting in earnest this week. And the idea of that is that we get asked regularly by people, sort of, how do we center, etc., etc. When we produce the videos, we do them that it's part of, I work for William Blythe's, which is where you see all this clay, the red clay, the flower pots, the chimney pots, so on and so forth. So we don't, I'm allowed to video that for content, as long as it doesn't take too much of my time up. So it's difficult for us to sort of do longer videos, and the idea is that we'll do some real tutorials, so how I center, centering small lumps, big lumps, the different ways I pull, so the left hand pull or the left hand collar, and also the sort of collar that most people are used to. So all the questions that people have or ask, and I just don't really have time in a normal video to talk about it. So the idea is, hopefully, and the subscription is only £3 a month, so it's a very small amount. So I'm going to give you probably up to 3 really sort of in-depth tutorial videos a month, plus 1 or 2 live sessions, so we can do lots of questions and answers live, hopefully. And so yeah, it's also when we do these videos, we don't get the amount you get paid for a video on any of the platforms is really negligible. So and plus we don't really sell that much product. I don't have time. I'm always making either flower pots or chimney pots, so for us this will be commercial. It's quite difficult to do it online. You can't send these online, or you can't sell these online easily, because you're not going to post them all over the place. So yeah, so the idea is that you can show your support. But yeah, we'll be able to sort of, if you can imagine a whole 15-minute video on just various centering techniques. Going from something that's maybe half a pound, so sort of 300-400 grams, going up to half a hundredweight, 56 pounds or 25 kilos, and even more, because some of the biggest pots that we do are sort of into the £100 plus mark. And there'll be a combination of videos, so there'll be videos not just with terracotta, but also stoneware. So if you notice, I'm using wooden rib on the inside and one on the outside, because the wood tends to slide a bit better than the metal ribs. So these have got quite a high shoulder, and they come in quite tight to the neck. So these are rhubarb forcing pots, so you put these over your rhubarb crop, and so we grow in the dark and you get a very pale crop, a very sweet pale crop. That's the idea. So yeah, it would be nice if we can sort of really get going, and also the idea is that if you had enough subscribers, the potential then for me to look at possibly taking on an apprentice, because I am getting quite old, and as you can tell by the white beard these days, every year I have a beard in winter, and every year it gets whiter and whiter. But anyway, that's another story. Soon I'll be able to do a Father Christmas. Anyhow, and the other thing is with the subscriptions, I might one day even read you a bedtime story. Anyway, that's enough of that waffle. Have fun. Bye bye.